Afternoon. Time has it got to keep my eye on the time? Right. Just thought I'd come for a little Zen drawing because I'm a bit stressed. Not stressed, just I've had to do something in this room. Like I said, I was doing some zhuzhing around, and the things that I've moved around are really heavy into the other room and into here. They're really nice. I'll probably show you when I've done, but there's still loads of crap on the floor and everything. And done the dining room. Now I'm like, right, I need to just go and chill for a bit and draw, and then go back to what I was doing. So we'll have a look at some of the mandalas, because I'm doing mandala May, a mandala for every day of May. I'm not going to be showing them every day, but they will be put into a video at the end, or I'll come on and flick through all of them for May. But just going to put a candle on, set an intention. And it is scented. And it was one off Rachel Pixie, and it is lotus scented candles. So put that on. I'm going to swap over to cameras. Some bits and bobs. So yeah. This camera right in a minute. So I've just put the little candle on. Got that going. Hopefully we'll put it over there out of the way. So that's lit. And oh yeah, I've just got a few bits that have come, so I thought I might show you if I get this camera angled somewhere here. So these have just come through the door because I needed some more like sort of fine liner pens, and I thought, wouldn't it be fun? I've never really had like the colour fine liner pens. So I got some of these fine liner for innovative design, writing smooth. I love anything that writes smooth, especially when you're drawing. For message, mark, designing, card, doodle, etc. So I'm going to check these out. So I'm just going to check them out a little bit on just a little bit of paper, because they say they're smooth. So let's try this purple one. Yeah, and they are nice and smooth. And I thought it'd be nice to draw mandalas as well with different coloured inks. So I don't know if you can see that. Not that you need to see, it's just me doodling with that. So yeah, they're quite smooth, but I'll check them out anyway over the weekend. So just stick that in there. I also got some of the actual pen that I love drawing in, the one that I'm always going on about, the Uniball eye pen. They had the Uniball pen fine liners, waterproof, and I love the fact that they're waterproof, because obviously if you're colouring in and stuff like that, they're brilliant. And I got, how many did I get in a box? You can get a different amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 I think I got, with, you know, 0.4, 0.7, 0.5, blah blah blah. So you've got different widths of lines doing your line work. So if any of you have been joining in, you know, you might have one liner that is, you know, just you know, one width, and you haven't got any other sort of different, like that one's thicker than that one. And it makes a difference when you're doing doodles and things, like you might want thicker lines on the outside of your work and thinner ones on the inside of your work, and depending on what you're doing your detail on, I think that's a thicker one, you'll have different widths, you know, sizes of lines. What's this one? This is 0.2, so that goes thinner. So, and these seem okay as well, because I remember buying a packet of I think they were well-known fine liners, but I think they were rip-off ones, because they just broke the nibs on the end, because you've got to be careful you don't press on too hard. Just used to, they were dead flimsy, so they seem pretty good, but I will be testing them out. But they should be good, because I do love this Mitsubishi Uniball pen, and it's by the same make, so that's good. And then I got these gel pens, because the only thing with gel pens is, to me, they tend to run out quite a lot. So I got some gold and silver, because I had some but they were running out, so they were cheap as chips. So yeah, so that's that, but I'm not using them right now. So the mandalas that I've been doing, I'll just show you where I'm up to with the mandalas because I think they're all in here. That's the picture I'm going to be doing today, just to go in a bit of a Zen mode, put some music on, and I'm not going to talk. So we had this one. See if I can get it off. We had this one. It's my sister's birthday today as well, right? Just blow that out a minute now. Well, then we had this one, and then we've got this one, the lady inside, and then we had this funky one. Then we had this one I started to colour in, and I will finish off at some point. Oh no, that one I'm not finished off, I'm leaving it like that. And we had this one, we had this one, and we had this one, another lady. I was thinking of, you know, Mother Earth, and it's got flowers round, and it's very pretty. And then we've got this sort of gold and silver one. And then this wasn't really mandala, but it was a mad picture. There's one there that I haven't inked yet, so there is one there with a butterfly in it. I don't know if you can see the outline. And then last night when I was in bed, I did this one. Probably inspired by when I was talking about my cup and my family crest. So got the acorn tree in the middle and flowers and stuff, and it says may your tree flourish in heaven, because that's what my actual crest of the war cry stands for in my family crest. So I just sort of wrote it on there, did some orange flowers as well, and there is a bit of metallic gold there. I don't know if you can see, but that's that one. And that was just a picture I was doodling the other day. Self-love is key, as we know. And don't forget, we will be doing the this will be coming up soon when we start this. You know, if you're collecting your papers and things for this, so you know, the journaling that I've been talking about. So let's get to it. I'm going to put some music on, and I'm just going to, I've already drawn this out lightly, I'm just going to outline this, and if I colour in at another point or whatever, I will do. But I just needed a bit of Zen time before I start on this again and hopefully get it all away, because I want it to be tidy for weekend. Might be sort of invited to a sort of fancy dress party, so that's going to be mad. But yeah, so fun weekend, but I'm going to have a bit of Zen time now. So let's find my music, and then I'm just going to go into it, and you can just chill out and watch. And the energies are feeling nice today as well. I mean, it's been raining on and off, pigeon in the garden now. But yes, still feels quite relaxed. So I'm going to get even more relaxed now and go and do my thing. So I'm going to start inking. And it's easier to move your paper around when you're working on sections. Just let me move this out of the way. You know, you can move your paper around. Try always to not leave a gap between your lines, like they're all, you know, like you draw in there, there's a gap, just connect them all. If that makes any sense, but I'll tell you the story of this when I've finished. So I've not put the details in yet. There's a bit more that I can add in, but I was just doing the outline of it. And like I said, it's meditative for me. It calms me down. But it's that divine feminine rising, and it's that learning to love yourself and bringing all the things that you love to do that help you look after yourself as well, which I do talk about quite a lot. And I put the sun and the moon together, and we've got the hummingbird and the butterflies for transformation, because a lot of us are going through that right now. I sort of put the hummingbird in for harmony, and the moon and the sun for feminine and masculine together, working in balance. Could say yin and yang balance. And I'll probably colour this one in and show you when it's finished, but it's quite cute. It's quite cute. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a deck for us today, and then I'm going to go finish this off. Seeing as we're all back in here now, so just to finish it off, we're going to have Ask and It Will Be Given cards, one out of there, one out of the Sacred Self-Care, and Work Your Light, because it's all about working our light. That's why she's got a crown on. She's been Christed. Working our light, you know, being kind to others, finding what it is that we love, our passions, and shining it bright. Doing what you love and love what you're doing. Or as I would say, what do I always say? Love what you do, and do what you love and love what you do. And don't get too caught up in too much negativity going on, you know, because there's a lot of it. We need to be positive about things and bring in more positive things that will help bring solutions in the times we're going through now in a positive way, even though sometimes it's hard. So we will go with Ask and It Is Given. You need to start asking out loud. There we go. Got that one. Just put that there a minute. This one falls off, but I am going to shuffle them. Let's see if we can get the shuffle. There we go. We've got a few turned over, I think, did we? Yeah, we did, so we'll have to take them as well. And work your light. Your light means whatever brings you joy and can help others as well. What are your passions, your joys? Things that maybe you don't look at that you should look at. Maybe you thought they were what you did as a kid, but maybe you should bring them back. A lot of mine is drawing and crafting. There we go. So we've got yeah. Right. Every subject is two subjects, wanted and not wanted. You either want something or you don't want something. It's a bit like the duality of reality that we live in, you know. You either want it or you don't want it. Negativity and positivity. If you don't want negativity, then why be around people or things or watching things or anything like that that get you all up in fear and negativity? Even though there is action behind some things we actually have to do today, with action behind certain things that are going on that we have to speak out and we have to say things. But, you know, if you're around people or certain things that are always bringing you down and not making you feel well, you have to change things up. And it says on this card, every subject is really two subjects. There is that which you desire and the lack of it. Often, even when you believe you are thinking about something that you desire, you are actually thinking about the exact opposite of what you desire. And it's got a whale on it if you look, and it's like land, but a whale, like what lies beneath that desire or whatever it is, because sometimes people go on about certain things, like say for example money, and they'll go on about it because they're in lack of it. But you've got to be in the moment of speaking out loud, saying that you don't talk about the lack of it. You talk as if you've already got it. That's how the universe brings things in to your way. I know it sounds mad, but it does. I'm a bit tired today. Anyway, we've got drink tea. Oh, come and have a brew and make you feel better. But you could be having the fruity teas. The fruity teas are very good for you. I've got to get back onto my fruity teas of different times. Sometimes like fruity teas, normal tea, fruity teas, normal tea. But if you're having especially fruity teas with all them essence of flowers in and different herbs, are very, very good for our system because we're elemental too. So we've got, you know, you could say make sure you're having time out. Like I've just had to come with the brew now because this was getting on my nerves at the minute. I just need to come and do a bit of a drawing, zen out a little bit, chill out, and then back to what I was doing. Then we've got read, which is really funny because I've been sorting my bookshelves out today, and yeah, and this room's going to be more of a zen place for zenning out in and reading. No sort of, apart from this, technical devices, not got a TV in here. It's just like chill out, draw, read, get round to the books that I want to read. I've started and left and started because I start different books. So reading and just getting lost in that world, you know. Again, it's going to take you away from certain things, negativity, getting lost in a good book sometimes, you know, just doing that and creating that little world when you're reading. And then we've got ground yourself, which we all go on about, which a lot of people will need to remember. You know, we're coming from the heart. You've got the rainbow colours, chakras, you've got your crown chakra going on, which is what I've drawn on here. You know, meditating is good for the mind, body and soul, and you know, you can do this in the garden, you can do it in your house, you can connect at any time. You don't have to actually be out in nature to connect to Gaia, Mother Earth, as long as you're aware and you're tuning into it and you can visualize it, you can do that. But yeah, more grounding yourself. You know, don't be off too with the woo-woo, but more grounding yourself and making sure you're having that time for yourself to ground yourself and come into centre, come into heart, and give yourself that, you could say, zen time, because too many people are stressing out around the world, especially with what's going on. And if you're not trying to bring something into your life where you're finding something that takes you away from your monkey brain, that's always talk, it's always thinking too much, it does make you ill. So a lot more time spent trying to find, switching off the telly, especially the news, especially the mainstream media news, and finding something that chills you out is going to do you a lot better than just sitting there constantly watching the news. And then the last card we got for working your light is, which is great as well, just like this one, Inner Temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart, which is on there as well. Coming from the heart, really maybe writing it down about what it is you actually love to do, not what other people are doing and what you think you have to do for other people, what actually you want to tune into that makes your soul, your heart sing, makes you happy. Do more of that. It's going to help you, and it's going to help you heal as well. So I just thought I'd quickly bring that on and do that. So I will put a bit more detail with, I will check these fine liners out and put some more detail in with the finer lines, and I'll most likely colour it in, I think. And if I do, I'll show you. Then I've got some more mandalas to do, which I'll be doing over the weekend, which I'll probably put a video together or something, I don't know. And remember, we are going to be journaling soon in the next week with our junk journals that we are making all about, and that's about self-love and self-care as well. So that's what we're going to do there. Even if you're a guy, you can do it. But I will be doing that, putting mine together so I can show you. So now I feel a bit more zen, like I'm going to go off and tackle the rest of this now. And yeah, so I will see you very soon. Thanks for joining me. Bye.